Alright, we are outside and gonna set up the canopy and put the new canopy cover on. I'm not sure what the black part is. I'm hoping it's just like extra weight bags that I don't really need, but I'm not sure why there's black in my canopy. But we'll see. Let's find out together. So I'm gonna get the old canopy pulled out and we will try to put this on together. So let's see what we got. Okay, I changed my mind. I was popping it all the way up, and then I remembered we have to take the canopy off. So let's do that instead. Can you guys see? Hold on. You see how dirty and gross that looks? Look at how white it used to be. So let's fix this. It is back. There we go. We are up. All right, friends, we got the canopy up and I got everything unloaded from the bus, which is really just, we call it our bus, but it's our Ford Transit. We call it our homeschool bus. So when I talk about the bus, that's what I'm talking about. But we got the new canopy on, we got the whole canopy set up, and since I unloaded everything, I figured it would be a good time to do a reset mock setup. Tomorrow is my big German market. I have to be there at 8. I have to be set up by 8 and it goes till 9 p.m. So it's gonna be a really long day and I just wanna make it go as smoothly as possible. Let's do it. Can you guys see my little chicken friend came down to visit? All right, this is the point where I start to get overwhelmed. I've got all my product out on the tables, and now is when I start second guessing myself. Hold on. Okay, sorry, Mabel came out. So this is the point where I start to get overwhelmed, and I get like, what is it, like paralysis of the analysis, where you get so overwhelmed and then you don't do anything. So I have my acrylic hats that I don't even know if I should put. Part of me says don't put them out because I want to focus on the merino, and I feel like the crowd tomorrow is going to be more merino buyers. But then I'm like, I just want to get rid of them, so even if I put them out and sell one or two, is that better than not putting them out? I don't know. And then I start looking at my table and thinking I don't have enough, and then I think I have so much, and I get really overwhelmed. I wish there was like a magic wand that I could just wave and all the decisions would be made for me. The table would be decorated and set out, but there's not, and such is life. So we're gonna figure this out. But yeah, I just wanted to share that I get very overwhelmed with all of this. But it is better to do it today, so that way then I take pictures of it all, and then tomorrow when I'm setting up, I know exactly what I'm doing and I don't have to second guess myself. I know exactly where every hat is going. So it's better to do it today while there's no pressure, and I can stop and go inside if I need to, or just go watch the chickens. Okay, let's do this. This is our little bantam chicken, and she's one of my favorites. Like, look how cute she is. Oh, they're gonna go up the hill. But look, a bunch more chickens came down to say hi. Hi, ladies. Okay, so these are all the baby acrylic hats and like these twisted headbands that even though I've clearanced them, I just cannot sell them. So this is like the backstock bag. So I'm not gonna put them out on the table, but I'll bring them just in case. And there's the cat. So this is what we have so far. And I think this is pretty good. And I'm gonna make a list of more things I want to make before tomorrow, if I have time. So this table here is the kids' table. So we have our berry patch here. We have our pom-pom gnome, like Whoville hats. All of these ones. Our other merino beanies, our cow beanies. In here are our merino kids beanies. And then booties. And then that's yarn to take inside. Okay, these are gnomes that I'll set up nicer. And then I am taking just these few acrylic hats that I have left. So I think there's 2, 4, 6, 7, maybe 8. As we go over here to the adult table. So these ones are adults, but I had nowhere else to put them. I have acrylic chunky hats. And those are all labeled with acrylic on them, so people know that they're not the merino. Then we transition into the merino adults. So I have the 2 strawberry hats I made. All the pom-poms are out on the table. And then in this crate, I have headbands. In this crate, I have to fix it nicer, but I have the slouchy merinos. And then in these 2 crates, there's a chicken again. In these 2 crates, I have the merino beanies without pom-poms. And then I have my mannequin with the infinity scarf. I'd like to make a couple more of those today. I don't know. There's a lot I want to do, but I don't have a lot of time. So we'll see. Because I have this one, and then our mannequins need heads. But if we pan over here, I'm not going to put both of these on the mannequin, but I have those too. So I have 2 that are basically the same color, and then 1 highlighter. So I'd like to make some more in more like appealing colors. But yeah, this is what we're looking at. I'm going to take pictures of it and make a list of what I would still like to do if I have time. Up here, I'll have my garland out. I have the coasters. Oh, I need to find my soap. It might still be inside because I didn't take it yesterday. So I'll put the coasters out. The chickens will go dotted along the garland. This little shelf is for the gnomes to prop up there. So I think it's looking pretty good. And yeah, I'm going to take pictures of it before I put it all away. Because as you saw, the cat jumped up on the table and knocked some beanies over. So I want to make sure they stay as pristine as possible. Oh, I just love the pom-poms. Okay, also upstairs I have charging all of my lights because this is also a night market. It goes till 9 p.m. So we will have electricity in our booth, thankfully. So I have some Christmas lights. I also have some magnetic lights that can clip onto the canopy legs, and they're more like bright spotlights. Yeah, so those are all charging inside, and I'm not gonna, I don't know, maybe I'll put all the product away and then set up the lights later to see how that all works. But I just don't want to leave the product out on the table. So we'll see. But yes, those are charging upstairs because I will definitely need those for tomorrow. Good afternoon. We are at the park trying to let the kids get some energy out before we go home and have dinner. And I'm working on a strawberry hat because I noticed when I was setting up my booth that I didn't have any baby strawberry hats. So that's what I'm working on now. And then I have a long list of things I still need to do before tomorrow. But we went and we gassed up the bus. Yeah, and so I'm feeling as ready as I can be. I'll do all the final touches at home. But yeah,